We are so excited to have the founders of Pits and Bits.
What?
And bits. Wait, Pits and Bits. Yeah, no, I accidentally said Pits and Bits, but it's Pits and Bits.
That's just one of the marketing names. That's not the company name.
But that's how we're introing today. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone, we are so excited to have Logan and Tyson on today. So thank you so much for coming. They are the founders of Dad, BODS, and Beards.
Yep.
But we are going to start with their other company, which we're really excited to talk about and delve into, as well as mindset and all the things. Mm-hmm. Yes. So welcome, you guys.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It's weird. We were just saying we've never done this together. We always have podcasts together, but everything.
But together in person.
Yeah. This is weird.
Oh, this is.
Do you guys want to hold hands? You want to take a moment?
This is going to be really exciting. We're going to be in person today.
If you've seen any of our social media, you know we've done much weirder for much less.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see what we can do, on today's EP. See how we're, Yeah. We'll take a...
Just get a little cringy.
Yeah, I think so. Nothing wrong with that.
Cringy cells.
Yeah, cringy cells. So, no, we're really excited. I met you guys, I met you
Breakfast Palooza. Oh, you met
Yeah, the X Room originally, right?
Yeah, over the barn or something like that?
Yeah, the barn.
Scipio? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the many ones.
Yeah.
With, Sean and them. And when I heard that he had a beard, company, it resonated because we own a beauty company. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this is fantastic. Let's bring you on and do what men are wanting and needing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Copper John's, right?
Uh-huh.
You started Copper John's. How long has it been around? And tell us all the things.
So July 1st will be 5 years. So we hit our 5-year anniversary July 1st. We started in COVID. So I personally am allergic to a lot of carrier oils. So like grapeseed oil and stuff like that, it'll actually burn my skin and make my hair fall out.
Really? Grapeseed oil?
Grapeseed oil.
Oh, that's really good to know.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Well, it is because
our
main ingredient, one of our natural ingredients is grapeseed oil.
Yeah.
In our plumper.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. And so I grew up playing sports. I love sports, all that kind of stuff. Well, my kids aren't. I was really disappointed. Not that I want to live vicariously through them, but I just enjoy it. Yeah, right? Yeah. But my son loved theater, loved plays, loved movies, loved TV, and he's been in all of it. And he asked me one day to, Dad, will you audition and see if you make it? And I made the main guy, the Bill Sykes and Oliver, the bad guy, who kills Nancy and kills everyone.
I don't know this
in what play?
Person.
Oliver. It's called Oliver.
Okay. Was this for like...
It was Park City Egyptian Theater.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And you got it.
Yeah. And anyway, they asked me to grow a beard. I'm like, I don't know if I can grow a beard, but I'll try it. And I ended up just loving it, but I couldn't figure out what to wear because it itched like crazy. And but I hate doing this. I have
He's got 5 degrees.
One of them is chemistry. Our skin is the largest organ in the body. Mm-hmm. And if our body changes 0.01% pH, we die. And so what it does all the time is our body's stripping our minerals from our body to make sure that we're pH balanced because we're eating a lot of acidic food. I mean, your Monster right there, acidic. Coffee, acidic. Your microwave, acidic. Fast food, acidic. It's always pulling. And so where it's going to pull from, the easiest part, which is usually your skin and because it's really readily available. Well, that's how you're going to age a little bit more. You start looking a little bit more like that. And so I thought, okay, so why don't we find some oils that are going to be high dense with omegas, dense in minerals and things like that. And so I found all these oils and then I'm like, okay, I believe in ionic and sea minerals. They're positive, negative charge. They bounce around. They want to connect. And a lot of guys are going to have patchiness and all that kind of stuff. And it's due to like if they use hard water or well water, calcium is going to stick into their pores where the hair follicles are. Well, the magnesium will actually pull it out. Huh. And then it'll go to where it needs to go. But the whole point of this is just so that I wouldn't die. Like, and
super selfish.
And then COVID hit, and we needed our whole life. We're just like, if not now, when?
Yeah.
And we got this stimulus check, and we're just like, let's do it. And so we started it, and it's been a huge thorn in my side. No,
we we get what starting a company
"I
is like.
No,
Yes.
but it's been a
Yeah.
huge blessing. Like
Yeah.
we've got to know so many people around the world, and it's just I always tell everyone, and it's true. I love the creation process, and I love the meeting people and talking to people. Other than that, I'm not a fan.
But you're a fan of the
Yeah.
product you
It's
created.
it's the paperwork. It's
Yes,
it's
that's
the
what I mean.
it's
Like
paying the
the
bills,
tedious,
and yeah,
it's
it's
not
just
the
like
fun part.
Right.
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
okay, I got to pay
feel
my
that.
lease today, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So
But you're kind of the mad scientist.
I am.
Then behind this.
Yeah,
I
and,
love
and
it.
incredible.
Not to brag, but we started out with just 6 products, oil and butter, just because that's what I needed at the time.
Yeah.
And now we were totally men's grooming and female, total line, head to toe. And like you said, we have from shampoo, we have fenugreek shampoo and conditioner for men and women.
Oh.
It's freaking baller.
Oh.
Like it
Do you
makes
have
sure-
anything
Yeah, I
here?
wanna
I want
go
to
through
smell
these.
some
Okay,
things.
so this is.
I
for-
want to see what you have. Let's
Well,
talk.
the thing too is
wanna open
while
this
you're
one?
while we're,
Yeah.
we're looking at some of these, so and that's the funny thing is he talks about that, and that's how he and I met. Is I was doing like the whole beard influencer thing on TikTok.
I mean,
Yeah.
clearly, look at you.
And-
It's flawless.
and-
So you've always had this beard.
Yeah.
For probably the last 8 years.
8 years,
And
okay.
I don't know how heavy you want to get into that, but it was more of
Yeah,
a
let's do it.
mask for some mental health issues to make me
Okay.
feel a bit more masculine.
So what you have right there is
a hair serum.
revitalizing hair serum, and so this is for men and women. It's a caffeinated, but I also have Mungungo oil in there, Sacha Inchi oil, pumpkin.
that's
it's
amazing.
really basically what I tell you is it creates the perfect ecosystem in order for your hair to thrive. And so a lot of women will put that on their head.
And it's it's infused
Girls.
with caffeine too, so it really like it gets a little tingly.
And that
in a
one's
good way.
lavender, starfruit, grapefruit, and a couple other things.
these
And
the
that's
same?
peppermint with rosemary.
different?
There's two
Yeah.
different scents.
Oh, okay.
Different scents.
Gotta
And we're-
Same
Oh
formula,
my
2 different
gosh.
scents.
Okay, I like this one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I use that
This
one.
is
I
like a
use that
spa.
at night. That really helps you put you
Yeah,
to sleep.
it's I
So
think
the
that's
funny,
why like lavender.
the kind of marketing play that we've used that one is that anywhere you grow hair that you want to grow it thicker, faster, longer, better. You use
Is
that.
what
Like
would those
anywhere you grow
parts?
hair.
Only here?
Because I
Only here. We don't
want to wax
see, I
it
use
way
it-
to anything
Do
else.
not put it from here down.
or here. Like
But see, one
Oh
of the,
yeah,
one
you're
of
right.
the-
Here down.
one of
It's
the
only
biggest
if it's not going to create hair. Just if you have hair.
And that's one of the biggest problems in the men's grooming side, especially when it comes to beards, is there's so many companies out there that are like, oh, use this magical growth serum and this derma roller, and you're going to sprout a beard you've never had before. I mean, you can't grow hair where you don't have the follicles, and as you guys probably know, the derma roller, microneedling is just to produce collagen.
Right.
And so that's just to counteract the negative side effects of these super harsh chemicals and some of these other dudes' products. So this is what everyone else is trying to be. Which is, and I can say that because I don't own any of Copper John's. I just do help with a lot of the social media marketing. We've been pretty involved with it for the last 3 years almost.
Have we been
But
friends that long?
I get to say a lot of the stuff that he can't because I
tell him not to.
I was an actual
He doesn't listen, does he?
user of it before it became. Well, yeah, he was pretty popular beforehand, but like I was a user of it before I became more involved in it, and so I've used all the big guys, I've used all the small guys, and this is the only thing that touches my face, my beard, my hair, all that stuff, and it's because it actually works.
Can I touch it?
Yeah,
Can I touch that?
it's probably the softest.
Wait,
beard.
lean over.
so
Let me touch.
just
Oh
to ask
my
all the
goodness.
questions. Not every man can grow like a full beard.
No, so if you can't grow a beard by 42, you probably won't. 42 is kind of your
Good to
peak.
know.
Are you being serious?
So your
Oh,
beard-
but you have up until 42.
42 is kind of like
You have hope until then.
yeah. 42 is kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
this is what you have.
Okay.
After that, you're just that type of thing.
most men's beards are maturing long into their like mid to late 30s.
I couldn't
Okay.
grow a beard until I was 38.
Interesting.
Really?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, and this helped?
I
Or
don't know.
Like I've been using it. So
It's like I mean, you know, hair health. I mean, you
because
guys,
that's a long
Yeah.
time.
you probably
Yeah.
come across women that their hair just looks fried or it looks,
Yeah.
you know, a little,
Sure.
a little over, you know, too much
Processed.
oil, not
Yes.
enough, a little too
Yes.
shine, not enough. So it's all about how you take care of it. So
Put
there's
this
a-
on 30
Agreed.
minutes before you get in the shower, and then just rinse it off.
I love that.
And you'll have
I'm
less
an
damage.
SD, so I love all the.
So
I know, and
these
I'm
are-
a Cosmo.
So
So
these are
I did
cold
hair.
press soaps. For men, we tell
Okay.
like this is a body soap, but for men, we always say strip your beard once a week. And I strip my beard on Sunday. It's basically you just get everything out.
Yeah.
And then we have a daily conditioning wash that's going to rehydrate your beard, all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. But every now and then you need to strip it.
Yeah.
These are great stripping washes and great face washes. That's our activated charcoal wash. It's a cold press soap, and this is our milk and collagen. And my wife uses those daily to wash their faces.
that one smells like a cookie.
Heather's gonna. She loves.
Because it's an
bar
overall
soap.
body bar.
Yeah,
And this,
I know.
and this is the big
I
difference.
mean, you
is
guys
like-
can open it.
And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
the big difference is like coming
like
from, you know, I was in the construction industry, commercial excavation stuff for years. There's like this weird, like I'm a man and I use the 14-in-1 Old Spice, like wash your hair, wash your car.
Yes.
You know,
One
wash,
product.
Do you have deodorant?
wash your dog,
We do. We
change
have
your
natural
oil, you can
deodorant.
do
Yeah.
everything with it.
Yeah.
It's but when I started only using everything from Copper John's, it did not take me very long to be completely converted, throw everything else out. And everything from the natural deodorant to the washes to the oils to the butters, even all the way down to the bar soap, the only thing that I use. But the thing too is my overall grooming routine
These are all different scents.
has
I'm
become
giving you.
way more intense
Yeah.
in a
Sure.
good way.
And a lot of men are
course.
starting to get on that train where they're taking care of themselves, like anti-aging. They want to look
Yes.
better,
We all
take
want to
care
be
of
Tom Cruise.
themselves.
We all want to look like we're 30 when we're 60.
Right.
I know, right? I want to be
Yeah,
Tom
smells
Cruise.
I was like, he's adorable.
Yeah.
He was my crush when I was in high school. I'm
Mine
like,
too.
But see, the thing is he's
Still is.
"Hey."
When
We have the
Maverick
same
came out,
taste.
I was front row.
yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
But
yeah,
these are
that's
just and
good.
these are just the
that's the
standard
one.
beard oils.
So these are, it's really hard to smell them
Yeah.
in bottle,
Yeah.
but if
But I
you
can
just take
smell
one
that.
drop and just go,
Okay,
and
I wanna
then
do
warm
that.
it up just like this. And then, no, you want to warm it up.
Warm it up
come on.
before I can smell
Warm it up.
Mm-hmm.
Warm
Okay.
it up.
And the cool thing is these
Hey,
these
I'm
ones they last
friction.
they
I
last
don't
so
know if
long
this is
that
PG or not.
you can use them in place of colognes. There's a lot of guys that don't even wear cologne anymore because the beard
Really?
oils.
It feels really good.
Really?
It is. It's
feels
really good.
really
And a
good.
lot of, and like I said, I have these, that's our number one seller right there.
I wanna smell
Sundance
that
is
one.
this is my go-to staple one.
Sundance? Okay, that's like Christmas.
This smells amazing
That's like
on
Which
my
one is
skin.
that,
in a
Mountain
jar.
River?
Wait a second. This smells really good on
Well,
my
see, this
skin.
is the
love
thing is
that.
my
Men
Yeah.
and women use it all the time.
my
The
wife
Angler's
uses
Code?
Oh, Angler's Code is really good.
Yeah, it is.
and my wife uses this every single day. She uses the
Yeah.
unscented. We have an unscented one called the Hunt, and
Sorry, you didn't have to open them.
she uses it
don't
every
be
single
sorry.
day for. I mean, not even just
They're yours after.
moisturizing, but they're great for like makeup removal
Okay.
too.
Wait, you can
'Cause
use
they're
these for
oil-based.
makeup removal?
100%.
It'll just wipe it clean
I
off.
don't wear
but then it
makeup.
also
Okay, this is like the
But you
pina
do.
colada Slurpee.
It is. It's on the rocks. 'Cause-
Oh my gosh.
And it's just, so it's a
Yeah.
pina colada or a pineapple margarita type of
the
thing.
cool thing is
Okay,
they
I'm
smell great, but then
obsessed.
they're also hydrating your beard.
I want to. No.
And the biggest problem that a lot of men when they start growing out their beard for the first time, or you'll hear a lot of guys be like, "Oh, I couldn't," especially with us and the guys we run with, they're like, "Oh, I could never grow my beard out. I can't get past the itchy phase."
Oh,
This
okay.
whole point.
this instantly eliminates the beard itch
So
because
this is our
Itchy
beard
phase.
butter.
Okay.
The
See, we're
itch
not
is,
men, so we don't know
And
you have
probably
itchy
because
phases.
they're not.
It's
taking
dry skin.
care
A lot
of
of women are
They're
going to
not
spend
taking-
lots of money on
that's so
on
good.
certain oils.
Yeah.
You know, and
We
it's, it
spend
makes,
money on everything.
but what
Let's
makes sense
get
is just
real.
buy
Yeah.
a beard oil
Yeah.
because it has everything in it and
Yeah.
it's less expensive and it's just as good, if not better, for you.
Ladies, you have to buy these
So
for
do-
you and your man. This
Do you
is
have
amazing.
like sets? Because I love like just getting.
Oh, yeah, like-
everything.
Okay, so I used to.
Okay, didn't work out.
Inflation hit.
Oh, gotcha.
And so I got rid of the bundles, but I didn't increase the pricing of the individual. And so then you have to buy it individually.
and they all last in different amounts. So like a butter will last a heck of a lot longer than a bottle of oil.
And here's the other butter.
Okay.
I meant to bring.
So
a
the
bottle.
butter, and this is the way we explain it to guys.
It's
because
unrefined. Sorry, it is unrefined butter. So it's a natural form of shea butter you can get. So it does have a nutty scent to it, but I believe in quality over smell.
But this would be so good for the skin.
No, it's every time I put it
Like
in
your
my elbows, your
yeah,
cuticles,
the
your face.
spots you're like really, really dry. Yeah.
Well, this is
Shea
how we
butter's-
explain it to guys that when you want to like achieve like the softer beard, because a lot of times beards get dry and they get crunchy and they get scraggly. The butter is a leave-in conditioner for your beard. So I put that on a lot I can't speak today. On a lot at night.
Yeah,
So then
okay.
and then it absorbs into your beard pretty good.
Yeah.
And so the oil,
wait, I'll
we
open
say
this.
the oil is for your skin. That's a big misconception. You see all these ads and all these things of guys online, and they're just dripping the oil on top of their beard. Like, no, you're massaging the beard oil down into your
Yeah.
hair follicles, into your skin.
I just burped right
It
into
gets-
the microphone.
It gets rid of all the itch because
Yeah.
essentially your beard is wicking the moisture out of your face all day long.
This is ball wash.
So
We
we call
legit have ball wash.
we call that slugging.
Yeah.
So,
and
yeah.
so then what you do is your beard oil goes on the skin, and then the beard butter moisture, like that's what hydrates the hair and keeps
Yeah.
it soft.
Hold on.
Okay, we got to
I'm
get
about
to
to
the.
smell
no,
ball
so-
wash.
So ball wash is antifungal, antibacterial. It helps.
It's a
get, I'm
pH.
not. I shouldn't say this out loud, but it gets rid of athlete's foot.
Okay, so
So
I don't know
can-
much about this area.
Can
Don't-
us females?
well,
Yes,
so-
my
Use
wife
it?
uses it everywhere. It's a great
You
body
just-
wash, but it's really
a-
specifically made for anywhere
Okay.
where there's friction.
So tell men, so friction. Why do they need
'Cause we
this
smell.
product? 'Cause you
Okay,
smell.
if
You
you work
smell.
out, if you go outside, or
I
you
like
mow
that.
on the lawn, or you're working construction outside, or anything, you come home, even if you get in the shower, you reek. It just is.
Yeah.
Takes it away.
Yeah.
So it's a pH balanced soap for your pits
wanna
and
ch-
bits. That's what we say.
And if
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
thank
jock
you.
itch or
Thank
anything
you for
like
that.
that,
And
what
bits for women.
natural deodorant sometimes gives you rashes just at first because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
Gets rid of it.
So we called it ball wash to be pretty on the nose of what it's intended
My mom
for.
got mad.
Because most guys, when guys are super weird, when we
Sorry,
get into
Mom.
the shower, most masculine manly men, they'll hit a couple of hot spots, right? They hit the pits and then they go all across the arms and they'll give like a quick little scrub down south and they call it good.
Yeah.
But when you realize that your biggest friction spots, which are your pits and your bits, and then the back door, it gets really smelly. Like guys, they're just naturally stink, and so this balances your pH. And kind of like what he was saying in the beginning, guys don't realize the science behind balancing your pH, and then it's like, oh, you don't smell as bad. Like, and then it's like, oh,
So
your natural
this
body odor actually
balances
does.
your
You're not.
pH.
This sounds weird telling women this, but you're
We
not
need to
afraid.
know.
You're not afraid to
We
get
need to
intimate
know.
right after work. Like you're not.
Yeah.
You don't stink.
Well, we have
Do you
to
get
help our
afraid to
men-
get
or
intimate
men.
as men?
Never. But
every opportunity we have.
but
Do men get scared to be intimate?
the
Some-
woman is going to be less inclined
Into it.
or more inclined.
We're gonna break it down. If you're a man with a beard,
Yeah.
step one is soap once a week.
Once a week.
At
So you want to
step-
wash your beard every day. We have a daily conditioning wash. It's basically a really good wash that's not going to strip. It's just going to deep clean it.
Okay, so we're gonna wash it, and then
Yep.
what are we gonna do?
Then moist it. Make sure it's moist.
Oh,
We
then we
love that word.
Moist.
Moist.
I mean, we didn't
then we make it
and
moist.
we didn't bring it, but we
with
have a
which one?
specific. Well, it's not here. It's the
Sweetwater.
The Sweetwater conditioner. It's a
Okay.
beard specific conditioner.
You
and
only
that-
wanna use it twice a
And
week.
that sucker is just it's butter. Like this is the thing is it's a lot of guys you can get you drinking from a fire hose. You're like, wait, I don't have all these products. I have my body wash and then I have my deodorant and my toothbrush and toothpaste, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is when you start going down this road and then you start getting the compliments from your wife or your girlfriend or your partner or whatever that, hey, you smell good, your skin looks good, your beard looks great, you realize how much naturally you want to take care of your hygiene. And then you realize that, oh, wait, these big companies, they're just telling me that all of this works for one thing. In reality, it's just a bunch of chemicals thrown into a blue goo and then they call it good, but it's actually terrible for your skin. It's terrible
The
for your hair.
chemicals.
And then
Yeah.
the same thing all the way down to the natural deodorant, which he started cranking out, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
They don't tell us. I use the same red branded deodorant that my dad used, that my grandpa used, and the same scent. And
Your armpit turns
it's
black.
full of aluminum.
Yeah.
It's full of all these
Yes. I
other.
wanna
And when you
talk
start
about that.
using a natural deodorant, your pits turn gray for a couple weeks because your body's secreting all the aluminum.
What?
Yeah,
Well, I
mine
stopped
lasted for
using
about 7
aluminum.
months.
Wait, okay.
But does it help? So I've heard a lot
lot.
of the complaints is you still stink.
Mine doesn't.
Well,
So
this is
what
the
it-
thing
what
is
is
you
the science
because
behind
people
that?
don't continue to use it long enough to get all the toxins out of your
sorry.
body.
Okay, how long
So
do you need
Really?
to use it?
It can be anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months because you realize.
But mine, no one has ever complained about stinking.
Okay.
But you're talking about the deodorant specifically, right?
Yeah.
and this is kind of a hot
I
take.
want some.
Even as big guys, we don't wear deodorant every single day because you don't have to when you're using the right stuff.
Really, you only like
Really?
him and I are big
Yeah.
guys. We're running the marathon, half marathon. We work
Yeah.
out every day. I wear about two every
Well, I like
2 or
it
3
for
days.
running though because it like creates a natural
Mm-hmm.
Do you
like
know what's
barrier.
great for? So you know how everybody
let's
says for
talk about
marathons,
it.
put
Yeah.
band-aids on your nipples.
Yeah.
Put beard butter on them. No joke.
Hey,
Beard
runners.
butter on
Put
your
beard
Wait,
butter
which
on-
one is that?
this.
Yeah.
Put that on
Okay.
your
So like
Runners.
it's great for like body
need
glide
this.
type stuff for runners and for like active people. Like when we went to Disneyland one year,
Mm-hmm.
everybody chafes in Disneyland.
Yeah.
I
It's
threw,
hot,
I threw beard
humid,
butter. I
sweaty.
threw beard butter down there between where all the hot spots are.
Yeah.
Totally great.
road bikers, mountain bikers need
100%.
this.
So that's the thing is when
Immediately.
you realize that when you start using the right products, the applications are almost endless because
Mm-hmm.
it's what your body wants. And when your body's reacting negatively to things, it's because it's either not getting what it needs or you're using the wrong stuff.
And we have
So-
moisturizers and washes and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, so
the
soap,
things.
Yeah.
and then we make it moist.
And then you put beard oil. Beard oil
And
is
then
for
you
your
do
face.
the beard oil.
Beard oil is for your skin. It's not
Okay.
for your
While
hair.
your beard's a little bit damp right out of the shower,
Moist.
scrub the beard oil deep down inside and your skin.
Okay, and then what?
And then comb it.
Okay, that's
And
it.
then-
So
So
that's
that's
kind of
just
like
2 steps.
No, that's 3.
Well, 3 if you count the
And then
Yeah.
we use heat. Heat with this oil works the best. It really seals it in. And then afterwards, you put butter in about 5 minutes after the oil. If you do this and you see oil on your hand, you use too much.
Okay.
And some guys are different. Some
yeah.
guys like the natural air dry, kind of scraggly poof, which is great. And then Tyson's, he'll comb his out with a hair dryer. I go all the way to where I use a hot comb and I straighten my beard.
Okay.
So it's a heat protectant on top of that. So
Yeah, that's
you guys know that
fantastic.
heat is either your best friend or your
Yes.
your biggest
Yeah.
enemy when it comes to your hair. So I mean, my wife laughs because I have my own hair dryer. I have my own, beard straightener and all that.
So
stuff.
true.
No
I get mad when
judgment
my
here.
kids.
I love it.
My
But that's-
14-year-old takes longer to do his hair than I do. So I get this.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's one of those things. That's the whole motto of Copper John's. The big thing is there's all these big men's grooming and beard companies out there that everything is skulls and Vikings and bros and pirates, and all the ads are, like, oh, my boyfriend really wasn't a man until he started using this. Copper John's, the motto is be proud of who you are. Take what you have and let us help it make it the best thing that it possibly can be, and then let's work on the inside. Let's talk about what makes you feel like you're inadequate. If you're buying things from a company that tells you right off the bat that you're inadequate unless you have their stuff, you run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Because they're just trying to sell you something. They're not trying to help you improve yourself.
Well, have you guys
No, and I love
remember
this.
face masks, right? When during COVID we all had to do it, and a lot of
Yeah.
people had a hard time taking them off because it
Yes.
was like a shield. That's
Yes.
what beards are for men.
Yeah.
They're a protection, they're a shield. And so some guys really are afraid of how they look. They're embarrassed. They don't have a chin line, a jawline, and they triple chin, all that kind of stuff. You grow a beard, all of a sudden you have protection. And so the whole point is be proud of who you are. It's just like, dude, own it. I have a child who went to a place for an eating disorder, and they didn't even talk about the eating disorder. They just made them eat, but they didn't talk about it. They talked about the what really was the cause of it, and it was their self-image and the depression and
Right.
anxiety. And that's
Right.
kind of what we're talking about.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of companies that know that same psychology, but they use it and try to convert it to sales and not so much to like overall like self-improvement.
See, I love that. So, yeah, so what you guys are just talking about now is going to literally be an EP on its own. So, we're going to wrap this one up. We will put the descriptions and all the links below for you guys to be able to quickly and easily find everything Copper John's, as well as their social handles and what they have coming up. And hurry and wait till next week, because the mindset piece is actually really, really important, and I think really moving, and one huge reason why I wanted to bring them on in the first place. So until next week.